Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, did last season ever end? Did it ever end? You know what I mean? We looking at a must-win game against the Cincinnati Bengals, and Carson Wentz is going into this game short, one of his newest vertical threats. In case you've been living under a rock, Jalen Reagor is out 6 to 8 weeks. But given his healing powers, I'm going to give him 5 weeks. I'll say we'll have Jalen Reagor back in 5 weeks. He's dealing with the same thumb injury that Drew Brees had last year that sidelined him for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And then, Teddy Bridgewater emerged, and the rest was history for Teddy. Got him a nice deal starting quarterback for Carolina. Listen, man, somebody got to step up in this wide receiver group. We need total effort. Somebody got to step up. It got to be Hightower. It got to be Arcega-Whiteside. I hate to put any additional pressure on Arcega-Whiteside, but I'm looking forward to seeing John Hightower come out there and be a complimentary piece to Deshaun Jackson. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? The tight ends got to get busy. It's a shame. Everybody says the game is changing and we need to move away from this twin tight end package of a passing attack, but we've never been afforded the opportunity to do so, being as though the vertical threat's always out of the picture for the Philadelphia Eagles in big games. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We got to use our tight ends wisely. We got to use the wide receivers that's available wisely. We go out there and play Eagles football and come back with this W. Now, there's many ways that we can implement other wide receivers into the game plan, but Jalen Reagor proved to be able to stretch the field. He proved that them burners, bruh. He proved to be able to stretch the field. You saw the 50-yard reception. You saw it. I don't know if anybody else had a reception that long. Since when? Last reception that long was probably in an NFC Championship game. That's the only one I could think of. Deshaun Jackson last year, he had 2 50-yard passes, but this is a rookie. This is a rookie who just showed you a glimpse, and he's going to be missed because he's a major piece of this, component. I will tell you this, though, man. It's a couple things that I'm looking forward to seeing. I got my eye on this, man. The Philadelphia Eagles have to win this game, being as though they're going against a rookie quarterback who threw the ball 61 times. There's plenty of tape. There's plenty of tape on this guy to digest. Plenty of ways to see his weaknesses. I can already see one weakness. He forces the ball to A.J. Green, and any rookie should use their number one target. I see that as a weakness, though, but he does have the arm to stretch the field and whip it all over the place if he had to. You know what I mean? He'll run on you, too. The Philadelphia Eagles, it's 61 passes. You got to know a little bit about this guy. They smell blood. We smell blood. Who's going to get the first win? It got to be us, ladies and gentlemen. 0-2. Come on, we can bounce back from that. I like Carson Wentz's. I like his head. And I like where he at right now. Pause. I like where he at right now. You know what I mean? I like where he at right now. I like the space that he in. He's putting the last 2 weeks behind him, even though you really can't blame him for the last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You got to do things like that. I can remember Aaron Rodgers. I think the Packers lost 3 straight. Aaron Rodgers had to come out with a tweet or something, an Instagram message, I can't remember, telling everybody to chill, relax. Now, listen, when I say things like that, I'm not saying Carson Wentz is Aaron Rodgers. I'm simply telling you that Aaron Rodgers has a mindset that anybody can adopt. You can adopt that mindset that he has, knowing everything's going to be okay. And I think Carson Wentz really knows that, and he feels it. He's not worrying about what nobody's saying based on the interview that I seen today. You know what I mean? I like his headspace. He don't seem rattled, so I'm not rattled. I'm confident going into this game. We need to see a heavy dose of Miles Sanders. The ball need to be spread around. I think Deshaun Jackson is going to have some opportunity to eat in this one. Listen, the team is just getting their feet wet. They're just getting their feet wet. If you look at the first game we gave up 8 sacks. Yes, we gave up 8 sacks. If you look at the second game, we gave up no sacks. The first game, we gave up 8 sacks and jumped out to a lead. Second game, we gave up no sacks and almost came back from being down big. It's going to start clicking. I'm telling you, it's going to start clicking. And people, strength of schedule don't matter this year for some reason to me. Anybody can be got. Anybody can be got if you're not Seattle or the Chiefs or Baltimore to me. Everybody else is free game. The Eagles can convincingly beat anybody else. We got to put it together and start putting these game plans together. I feel like Doug Peterson is just scratching the surface of the playbook and all these offensive minds that they brung in. I was starting to think that, it was just too many cooks in the kitchen at one point. You know what I mean? It was just too many cooks in the kitchen. But I feel like we're going to bounce back from that, and I feel like that we're going to go into this with a solid game plan. Miles Sanders is going to eat. I got faith in the tight ends. Yet again, we have to mismatch and pull together some sort of offensive line. It's like it's never a perfect picture for Philadelphia Eagles fans. It's never going to be a perfect picture for us. And we talked all week about the growing rumbles of benching Carson Wentz. Some people say if he lose this game, he got to get benched. Come on, man, it makes no sense. You want to sit up here and tell a guy like me that 2 games defines what Carson Wentz has done over the entirety of, come on, bro. It's a list. The list goes on and on. 2 games don't define that. It's plenty good quarterbacks that had a bad 2-game stretch. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. He will find a way to win. He will find a way to get it done. I didn't hear all this regression and all of this when he rallied back to win a division last year. I didn't hear all this talk. You know what I'm saying? We're a spoiled fan base. We got a ring and we like to point the fingers. In my opinion, quarterbacks of his caliber don't regress. Coaches regress first. You're saying some type of game plan that don't fit his needs. It's the coach's responsibility to put these players in the best position to succeed. There's a wonder why Darius Slay is one of the only guys succeeding on that defense right now, because this is the style of defense where he succeeds. One-on-one with an island, that's Darius Slay's game plan. As Darius Slay's game plan. It's a wonder. It's no wonder to me why our expensive defensive line don't really get nothing done, because they're not in a position to all the time. Every sack that this defensive line gets is completely earned, if you ask me. They get no help from the linebackers. It's rarely any safety blitzes or cornerback blitzes. There's no special designs. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who's able to earn a defensive contract under Jim Schwartz's scheme, Godspeed to you. You're an All-American. You're a Pro Bowler. You're anywhere else, you're good money. You know what I mean? And as far as Doug Peterson has to come into this and realize this. I have to call a game plan so my team can win. And when my team has a convincing lead, I have to call a game plan to keep the lead so we can win. You know what I mean? It's not all on Carson Wentz. Jalen Reagor will be missed, but a couple guys to look out for to have a big day, in my opinion. I'm going to look at Hightower. I'm going to look at Arcega-Whiteside. I'm going to look at Greg Ward Jr. It's some forgotten heroes that we got, man, that can still help us win ball games, man. Let me know what you think in the comments.